Yeah, and the hope is to have a real Republican Party again. I mean, if that could be rebuilt in some way, that would be good for our democracy. And as a Democrat, I think we agree on that, which is why I wonder, members of the Bush family, Condoleezza Rice, who could move the meter and perhaps give other Republicans serving right now the permission structure to break out of this hold?
I wish they all would. You know, I've written before about sitting next to President George W. Bush at, Trump's inauguration. And instead of hearing what you expect to hear, which is, I want to be the president for everybody, it was a hard campaign, now let's pull together as Americans, the kind of things that I would have said and other people say. We heard about carnage in the streets, and we saw this dark, dystopian image of our country, which is unrecognizable. And at the end of it, President Bush turned to me and said, that was some weird shit. And so, honestly, he knew it then. We have seen all of this unfold. I'm not going to speak for him. He has to make his own decisions about public statements. But everybody who cares about this country, which I know they do, I worked with them. I was the senator from New York on 9/11. I was in the Oval Office 2 days later. I told the president what we needed to rebuild New York, $20 billion. He looked at me. He said, you've got it. And he never wavered. They love this country. They know this man who is running at the head of their party is a wrecking ball for everything we believe in. So everyone should, this is a full, hands on deck moment. And you never know what might influence somebody in their voting. I personally think Taylor Swift is, getting people to go out and register and hopefully turn out to vote. But I do know from, working on this book and writing about the stakes, our country would be unrecognizable if this man got his hands on power again. And, I love what some of the Republicans are saying who are endorsing Kamala. They're saying, look, I don't agree with her on anything. Liz Cheney is a perfect example. Dick Cheney, for heaven's sakes. I don't agree with her. But what we do agree on is we have to save our democracy first and foremost. Then we can start arguing again. We can have all the policy disputes about everything under the sun that you can imagine. But let's not let this man have power again.